Hi, everybody. Um,
Hello.
so I know that, let's see here. Tony, you gave a presentation already.
Mhm.
Rebecca, you're ready to give a presentation.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Daniel, you might not be ready yet.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a first. I don't know. I can do that. Do I have a choice?
Oh, you always have a choice. Of course you have a choice. No, you don't have to do it today.
Okay.
But I just wanted to find out if you wanted to do one today or not so I can figure this out. So why don't we do this? Let me start with some questions. Who has, I know Daniel, you probably have some questions. I don't know about the other guys. Do you guys have some questions for me that I can help you with?
Just the feedback question. I was trying to upload it and it still says oops. And so I was wondering if it's not.
Oh, you mean the form?
Yeah, the form
Oh,
feedback.
darn. I didn't get that up. Oh, okay. Thank you. That's on me.
Okay.
That wasn't your fault. I will get that up today. Sorry about
Okay.
that. Thanks for the reminder. Actually, before I forget, right? Okay. Daniel, you had a question?
Yeah. So yeah, I've been working on my final project. Well, I guess the easiest way would be for you to look at it and see. Yeah, I still have trouble with accessibility. I still have
Okay.
trouble with uh, let's see. Yeah, my footing, like footer, header, like there are things that I don't know, and I keep going back to revise and see if I did some mistakes. Oh, but the main thing is, you remember how you said we're supposed to upload the uh, uh, so the all the files where all the codes are into like into a specific file in the public HTML. And so when I did that, I created a file in there.
You mean a folder or a folder?
Sorry, a folder in public HTML, and I wanted to upload all my files in there. But when I did that, I wasn't able to see them on the how do you call this? I mean, on the website where we're supposed to see the work we've done. But
Okay.
when I just kept them included in the public HTML where I put all my previous files, then it worked. So I wasn't able to do like for my final project, I wasn't able to call my like my homepage like
Okay.
index HTML like you require.
Okay.
So
We'll start with that because that's a real basic thing. So we got to get that sorted out first. So
okay.
I'm gonna open up an FTP program. Let me share my screen again, and let's look at your file structure. See, can you see my screen here with the FTP?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm in webhooks. Let me go to our class directory. They have a weird setup here. I think we're this one, DM60. Oh, do you know which number you are? Let me just see. Oh, you end in
Oh yeah, it's
4. I think
38. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Which one?
It
3,
ends
4.
4 in the end.
I think it's
Oh,
that
344.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's your public HTML.
Yeah.
So now, inside here, you're supposed to have a final project folder, which you don't have. So I see
Yeah,
what
I
see how
removed
you
it.
did this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is do a new folder here. Call it final. I'll just call it final. You can call it project, final project, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, it let me create that in your folder. Oh, that's interesting. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that I would have permission to do that. That's, you know, every semester when they set these directories up, I don't know how they're how they're doing it these days. But see, that's what you're supposed to have, right? And then
Okay.
inside here is where you would put all these files. right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So inside your final project folder, this is where you'd see index.html, which would be your homepage for your final project. And then all your files. You would also have in here an images folder.
Mm-hmm.
And in here you would have a CSS folder. So as long as I'm in here, I just create these, see? And so you wouldn't use this CSS folder and you wouldn't use this images folder for your final project images. You want to put those inside these folders, right? So if I were to take all these, right, and move them into final, okay, now we go in here, and now your final project at HTML, I assume that's your homepage, the final project? Is it?
Oh yeah, that's my home page. Yeah, that's the one that should be called index.
So that's index, see?
Yeah.
And then of course you want to put your final project images in here and your final project style sheet in here.
Yeah.
And then you want to make these links work from your final project homepage. Now, if we go back here and on your index here, you need to change the link to your final project. You don't need to change anything other than the link because everything else is your old homework. So all you have to do in this, your main homepage, is change. So if I download that and then I open it up in, where's that stupid brackets? I'm going to find another text editor for the next semester because the brackets is kind of like, I just can't use Text Wrangler anymore because it doesn't play well with Zoom. And that's unfortunate because I love Text Wrangler. But whatever text editor program you use, they all do the same thing. So here's brackets. Now I'm going to open up your page here. Here it is, in brackets. And so let me just show you what. So the first thing you need to do. Where's your index? Here it is. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Go away. So your link to your final project here, see that there? It needs to go into your final project folder now, right? So you final slash. How come that didn't do that? Oh, there we go. It's just really delayed. So you need to make that change right there. Easy peasy, right? You do that. And you save it, and now you've changed your home page. So if I save that, I don't think it's going to let me upload a file into your folder. It shouldn't have let me even create folders in your folder. But that's now if we go into your final project folder, I'm sorry, no. Now back here, this is the index file I've been editing. So I don't know.
So
I don't know if it'll let me do this. Let me try to do it for you. Yeah, see, I don't have permission to change your files. So it'll let me create a folder, but it won't let me edit your files. So you just need to do what I just did here, save it, and then replace this file here, your main homepage. Then that's done. Then all you have to do is start making your changes in your final project folder. Oh, and if you have a final project cascading style sheet, these need to be put in your final project CSS folder and not in this CSS folder, right? So those files need to go into here, right? And any images in your final project need to go into here. Then you just need to change your links on these. Actually, you might not need to change these links on these pages because if they're relative links, they'll all still work the way they did before because they're just looking for a CSS folder and they'll find it and they're looking for it. And so that's the beauty of relative paths is that you won't have to change those if you built those paths relatively. So, which is the way I asked you to do it. So, so that means that a couple of minor changes and now your structure is all finished. And then you can just focus on the project.
Okay.
Does that help with the structure question?
Yeah, absolutely. So am I going to be able to say, take my CSS files to move them into my final folder? Am I just going to be able to cut them and copy them
absolutely.
and paste them?
So okay, so watch, let me show you. Do you use a Mac or Windows?
Windows. And
okay, I can't show you how to do Windows, but on the Mac here, I can literally say clone window, and I have two windows, right? This is how you can move stuff on your own website without downloading it and uploading it again. You can just shift stuff on the server directly. So what I can do here is go, okay, where am I at?
Oh, yeah, I see.
I'm in your main
Yeah.
CSS folder here, right? And on this window, I'm going to go into the final project CSS folder.
Oh, yeah, and you can just
And
drag
I'm
it.
going to go, okay, let's see, final styles. Looks like these two.
Those two, yeah, those two.
Oh, see, it doesn't let me do it. But
Okay,
what you
but I
need to
will
do is
try
take
that.
these files.
Yeah.
You just need to take these files and put them, and you can download them to your desktop and then upload them to the other folder.
Sure.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't do it this way, right?
Yeah, I will do that. Yeah.
So, so you need to do that. Make sure the links still work, you know.
Yeah.
And they should, if you built your paths relatively, all that should still work, see?
Okay.
And so you need to do that. And then any images that you have that are used in your final project, same thing. Any images that you use in the final project, take those and put them in your images folder in your final project folder.
Okay.
And so you still need to do that. So you need to move your style sheets and your images, and then make sure all your links still work, and they probably will. Oh yeah, and then edit that one link on your homepage to your final homepage, and then you're good to go. So it's actually you can do that in a few minutes.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to set you back that much.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm using 2 separate screens. Like, I will do that right now.
Why don't you do that right now? And in the meantime, we'll look for some other questions. And then if your links are broken or don't work, then we can come back and I can show you how to fix them. I have a hunch the links should just all work.
Okay, great.
You will need to change that one link on your main homepage. But the rest of your links, if the relative paths should just find the new CSS folder, find the new images folder, because it's the same structure inside the final project folder. And so that's the beauty, again, of the relative linking. You can move something without breaking links. You can move a whole website without breaking links. So it's a really good way to code your links. All right. So while you're thinking about that, let's see who else has some questions, or if somebody wants to do a presentation without any questions.
Yeah, that would probably be me.
Since Tony already did hers, but maybe you guys have questions I can answer too before that. I just want to make sure you have everything you need to. Well, it sounds like you're almost finished, so. But.
I have one question after I'm done with my presentation.
Okay.
Because I want to see if you find it. How about that?
If I find it, is this a challenge?
Oh,
I like riddles. I like riddles. I like troubleshooting.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to say any more than that. I'm just going to say that.
Okay. So now Tony's in on it too, and so is Daniel. But Daniel looks like he's preoccupied for a few minutes. So Tony's in on this too. So do we get a prize if we figure it out?
Yeah, I'll have to think about that.
You get some
yes,
Legos?
potentially.
You get Legos?
Huh?
Like, no, I don't own the. Well, actually, I do.
Oh, you should. Oh man.
I have a whole set I got at Bricks Cascade, so I'm not the Lego person, but
I'm a thrift store shopper. Well, I was until they all closed, but I'm one of those people. I don't buy anything new. I mean, like just underwear, a couple things, but I basically don't buy anything else new, right? And it just the stuff I can't buy used for whatever reason. I just love, and I like thrift stores. So for many years, to this day, well, to this day a few months ago, I would always go into thrift stores just for fun, right? And I got really good at sniffing out any Legos. So, besides looking for certain, I would go to certain, the toy section, whatever, and I always sniff out the baggies of the Legos. And I'm very anal. Legos, not Mega Bloks, because Mega Bloks are clones of Legos, and Legos are a little better. I mean, they interact with each other quite well, because the Mega Bloks, that Mega Bloks, Lego sued Mega Bloks for copyright infringement, right? Lego lost that lawsuit. So Mega Bloks is free to pretty much clone Legos. And so they both work. So now if you're really a Lego serious Lego collector, you get rid of the Mega Bloks. So it's just Lego. So I got really good at just buying the Legos and not the Mega Bloks. And I bought tons of Legos over the last however many gazillion years. to the
So
point
you
where
don't. So you don't need a Lego prize because you
no, I
already
don't
have
think
enough Lego.
no, I have plastic storage bins, the big
Oh yeah. Mhm.
yeah. You know how many Legos you can fit in one large plastic storage bin?
Apparently not enough because we have so many of those in our house already.
I have many storage bins full to the top of
Do you
Legos.
sort? Do you sort, or are they all mixed?
Some of them are sorted and some of them are not. So
Mhm.
yeah, and you can sort by either color or type. So there's red bricks and there's roofing bricks and there's window pieces and so some of it's sorted and some of it is just to be sorted. But
The big hubbub in the Bay Area Lego user group, or also known as Baylug, is that Adam Savage just posted a video on YouTube about how he sorts his Lego. And there's a big discussion about that because he sorts by color, and there's the thought that when you sort by color, you can't find the part you're looking for. And some people sort by color and then by piece, so that tells you how much time.
Yeah, I do. Well, when I do sort, it's by piece and color.
Yeah.
That's extreme OCD.
Well, if you're actually a building project and you want to be efficient, you do want to be able to find the piece you want quickly.
Yeah.
And the sorting becomes an issue because there's such a variety of pieces. So I mean, I get that. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky.
We make pilgrimages to Concord to go to Bricks and Minifig company because they have these huge tables with sides on them to contain the Lego. They receive Lego that people sell them. They clean it all and then they dump it. And so whenever we go there, it'll be like, okay, I'm looking for 2x6s in
I would
gray.
clean mine too. I would get a big giant bowl, like a giant mixing bowl, and pour in Legos and soap and water and swish them around. And the drying of them is harder than the cleaning.
Yeah. Well, we used to take ours outside, and my husband's a scuba diver, so we would put the Lego in a game bag that has all the netting, dunk it into the soapy water, and then hang it up and keep shaking it in the sun until they dried.
Oh, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah,
so I would always clean the ones I would buy at the thrift store. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of gotta, especially these days.
So.
But
okay,
no, there will be no Lego. Maybe porcelain.
All right. Porcelain. Okay. I told you. Oh yeah. I've worked many years with porcelain.
Yeah, I heard that. What kinds of things do you build out of porcelain? Do you sculpt?
Yes. Porcelain flower jewelry.
Oh, that's right.
Little flowers made by hand. Earrings, necklaces, pins. Yeah.
Hopefully not the porcelain dolls.
No, I don't do dolls. Just jewelry. No.
Here's my coffee cup. I made this. This is a leafy sea dragon.
It's pretty.
On a cup that I threw. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
So without yeah, why don't you
start? Share my screen?
Yeah, why don't you share your screen so we can stop talking about Legos and we can look at them or whatever you've got on your
phone. Okay. So this is my site, and John, I don't live in pink backgrounds. I know my WordPress site was also in pink. I tend to actually go for the aqua family, but somehow after I started working with this site and the WordPress site, I kind of ended up with a pink background. So, in preparation for my final project, when John said you have to have permission to use all the images, I thought, oh my God, I don't know what to do about that. So I started to go through my photos, and I was already doing a porcelain WordPress site for the other class. And so I found this group of photos. When my mother passed away, my dad told my sister and me to go take a trip and don't be cheap. So
did he pay for it?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay, that's better.
And even when he remarried, his wife would help. She has a really good hotel membership, so we thank her as well. And when my dad passed away, we continued taking trips. So we've been doing it since 2006, and as you can imagine, we were supposed to be in Toronto last month, and we're not, and it's sad. So my sister lives in Michigan, and her business is to put the toppers on the gutters to keep the leaves out. So they're a gutter topper.
Gutter
And of course, yes. And they also put roofs on, but
I didn't even know that was a thing, a gutter topper. I like
it's
it.
a thing back there because they have deciduous trees. It's not California, you know. I would never need a gutter topper. I just use my husband who goes up there periodically and, you know.
I don't know. We get an awful lot of pine needles sometimes. And
Right. So anyway, gutter topper is a great product. And their business really starts to kick in the spring. And so we couldn't take our vacations initially later than March. So most of our trips happened in the winter. She used to live in California, and now she lives in Michigan. So we started taking trips for the purposes of the class. I only got to a few trips. So this is not the whole list by any means. It was just the ones I slapped up there. My intention was to do them all, and then I thought, oh my God, I don't have time. So this is just a few of them. So it's called Sister Sojournal. So there we are. We're on a little trip. We take a break and we have a long weekend. And my sister has dogs. So most travel log pictures have things, as you can see from the icons, like the Space Needle and the Golden Gate Bridge. But when we take our trips, we're not doing the things that people do on sightseeing trips. We're doing the things that make us happy, like sleeping in and eating and maybe visiting a museum or shopping in cute little shops and that kind of stuff. We're not even big shoppers, but we try. So our pictures don't reflect the big sightseeing thing. It kind of reflects like, oh, that's cute. I'll take a picture of that. And our trip started in 2006 in Seattle. So you can imagine phone technologies have changed a little bit since then, and the things people do, like there was no Instagram back then. So, you know, we didn't do a lot of selfies early on because nobody knew what that was. So anyway, what I did was I created a little thumbnail link with each city on it, so you can see where they are. And then I have at the bottom a menu that goes to the sitemap, back to the top, to my DM homepage, and my validation buttons at the bottom. So where do you want to go first? Who wants to go somewhere?
Portland. I love Portland.
Portland? Okay.
there you go.
So here's Portland.
That's Portland, Oregon, not Portland, Maine, right?
Yeah.
Portland,
I
Oregon.
didn't bother with the states. You know, we went to Canada, and I didn't put the Vancouver trip in, but, you know, yeah. So here's Portland. This was an awesome hotel. So as you can see, the pictures on the site don't necessarily show. Portland doesn't have the skyline-orama, so, you know. So these are just this is just kind of an example of the type of pictures that we took. And yes, the room came with slippers, so there you go. And so then at the bottom, so each picture just has a little caption. And there's the bottom, it has all the links to all the other pages except the page we're on. And as you can also see from the background, I used a gradient on the color. And I tried to only use the skills I had learned in this class. So it's not super, you know, there's a lot of space on the sides and the pictures are centered, but also I mentioned I was trying to do this for the phone.
I bet this looks good on a phone. Yeah.
Yeah, so so each page, like here's San Francisco, and you know, I picked 5 pictures for each page, and you know, ran them down the center, and used to live in Santa Barbara, so there's the Mission. That's sort of iconic. And just pick some pictures that I thought would just kind of be fun.
And you put some drop shadows on them, I see.
Somewhat, I'm sorry?
Drop
shadow. Yeah, I really had to. Yeah, it was not elegant otherwise. So that was just, that's us. We had no fridge in Santa Fe, and then it snowed, so it's like our frozen leftovers. There were, you know, we just had really nice times on our trips, and this was kind of funny because once we went to eat at the Slanted Door in the Ferry Building, pretty much any other trip that somehow got my sister into the Bay Area, we would have to go eat at the Slanted Door. So one of our trips was we went to Oakland and stayed in Jack London Square and took the ferry over to the Ferry Building to eat at the Slanted Door. So the Slanted Door, we went to Honolulu because we grew up there, and we actually went for our high school carnival. We went to Punahou School, which is a private school that costs a lot of money to go to, and our parents didn't have a lot of money, but they wanted us to get a good education. So they have a carnival every year to raise money for scholarships. So that trip isn't here, but it did take us through San Francisco. So of course we had to go to the Ferry Building again. So so that's just how the site worked. It isn't super sophisticated. And then I have a site map. And here are the links to the pages in the site map. Here is my image permission document or statement. And then there's my home page, and we're back. And that is it. Not very fancy.
But it works.
But it did the trick. And I will tell you, as I told John, I did not use Adobe Photoshop. I used 3D Paint for everything for my images, and that's how I put the names of the cities on the images themselves. I just slapped them on there, and
Nice.
it was relatively easy. These things, you know, you think, oh yeah, that's easy, and then you're sitting there going, well, I don't know, pink just is too high contrast. I'll have to pick orange, and you spend all of your time making these little tiny stylistic decisions that probably you didn't need to spend that much time on, but
So,
but you live and learn.
With the white on the pink text, I'm just wondering, how does the accessibility checker like that contrast?
It doesn't like it, and I actually I kept moving up the gradient of color, and the only one that it likes is absolute white.
Yeah.
So I kind of bailed because it was me. I just didn't want to have. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's not considered a quote error.
Yeah.
But it's something that you want to be aware of.
Yeah.
You know.
I was very aware.
Okay. You do want to be aware of those kinds of issues. That's why the accessibility checker is nice, because it kind of lets you know that contrast issues in your site.
I was just kind of picking style over.
Yeah, I get it. So
that's what I did too. That's what I did.
Yeah, I've noticed the accessibility checker is pretty
strict.
It's pretty strict. I mean, like stuff that I look at that I wouldn't even have thought there'd be any kind of contrast issue.
Completely.
You know, because I just like, oh yeah, high contrast, no problem there. And the accessibility checker would go, well, actually, there's an issue there. I'd be like, wow. So I've actually started to pay a lot more attention to it. I mean, for a site like this where you're doing a project and it's, you know, it's one thing. If you were actually doing like a real business site or something, you'd probably want to pay a lot more attention to the accessibility, and because
well,
you've got a different audience.
And the whole site would probably look a little different. Yeah, I mean, I did do the hovery colory thing, so people know what they're doing. I didn't actually do the once you click on it thing. That's a lot, but I felt that in general I could see it, and I could see it on my phone. So I kept moving up until I thought, well, if I go to straight white, I know it'll check out. So
yeah,
that was just my choice.
And so how I'm just curious, since you have also the WordPress experience now, do you see how the coding helps you understand more about WordPress, what it's doing?
Oh, completely. Yes. Yes, my internet connection is unstable. Right
I know.
now.
I know you kind of froze there for a minute. I was like, I wonder if she heard me.
Webinar, so.
I couldn't really tell. Yeah, you're a little choppy.
Yeah. I've already talked to Cruise.io. I've talked to Cruise.io. Yeah, Cruise.io is helping, but not anyway. So I already kind of knew WordPress a little bit, and so I would go sometimes into the CSS to change the height of images and fonts and things and headers in WordPress. it has been very helpful, because then when I'm in WordPress, I kind of understand what I'm reading more. You know, one thing, John, that I would love that I've never had, and I don't know when we would have time for it, but one thing that's not that I don't really understand is when I go to inspect an element and this shows up, I don't really understand the structure of what I am looking at. I mean, I know that, okay, here we are, is in this column here, is this the HTML style?
No, that's
CSS?
CSS. No, that's CSS. That's all CSS.
So this is the HTML.
Right.
This is the style. And then what do we got going on over here? So over on this
over
side.
where?
On the so here's my so I'm over here.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to the middle where it says style,
Right.
the element. Okay,
Right.
and then on the right, the column here.
Well, you see how you have layout checked at the top of the column? It's showing you layout options, but you're not really doing any fancy layout stuff, so there's not really that much there for you. And see, yeah, so it depends on which of those you're clicking on. So, so layout, it's showing you that's the CSS box model with margins, paddings, and borders on the element that you're selecting. See, that's the box model. You can see it right there. It says CSS box model. Do you remember? We remember the box model? Margins, paddings, borders. Yeah. So that's kind of a nice little feature. Now this is, what are you in, Firefox, or are you in Chrome or something? You're in Firefox? I don't know what you're in. Firefox.
I'm in Firefox.
Yeah. Each browser does this differently. So this is how Firefox shows you information.
Okay.
But they all do something similar. They'll show you the HTML. They'll show you the CSS.
Right.
And then, you know, if you click on fonts, for example, in that column, it'll show you all the font information of the element that you're
I haven't. Yes, and I didn't create any special fancy fonts for this. I do have an external style sheet, but that was
okay. Well, it's simple and clean and functional, and it shows that you understand the concepts. I think it works pretty well for me, and I guess it works for you. So
I was trying to use my skills and not try to go and get too fancy. I looked at templates and I just went, no.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, especially after the WordPress class. I just thought, you know, I could probably do this myself. It won't be, you know, super shiny. But.
Well, the thing that the thing is, I think I've said this before, either way, you're going to learn. If you don't use a template and you built this all completely by hand, that's pretty good. That's how you learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like how many people build a site by hand these days? So you can say, I built a site by hand. I know the basics of how to build a site with HTML and CSS. If you use a template, it's a different experience where, and it's probably just as much or more work than building something from scratch, because now you have to learn how to adapt the template to what you're trying to do. And just to be able to do that, you have to understand the structure of the template, and that's not simple either. So either way, whether you use a template or not, you're going to learn a bit. So that's why, to me, it's like, if you want to use a template, fine. If you don't, fine, because you're going to learn either way how this thing works.
Yeah, and of course, we know from the WordPress, not every template has the things you want. So you've got to go to it's like you buy a car and then you need a camper shell, and that doesn't come with the car. So you got to go get it, and the plugins and various things to help you make the site as if you coded it yourself, but not quite.
Yep. Oh, I got to mark you down on my presentation sheet. Okay.
Yeah, give me those points.
All right. And so, Daniel, how you doing over there? How you doing up there?
Well, I got stuck. What's the password for our Zoom so I can connect my other computer to show you my screen? Because I'm trying to move everything into the new folder you helped me create. The folder, I can see the folder in my public HTML, but I'm not able to put in pictures or anything. I kept doing that and it looks empty. So I wanted you to see my screen. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, there's no password. You just have to click on the link.
Yeah, I did.
Open a Zoom session. There's no password.
Yeah, but for some reason it asked me for a password on
you're clicking on the wrong computer. Link. No, I don't have it set up with a password.
Okay.
The link that I sent out, email, you just click on it. It should work. So maybe you're clicking on a different, I mean, you guys didn't have to put in a password, right? No, there's no
Okay,
password.
so
I don't have
here
one to tell you because there isn't one. So,
okay, I'm opening Zoom. Oh, it connects now. Okay.
oh, there you go. Do you want to share one of your screens so we could?
Yeah, I'm gonna share this one.
Okay.
Okay, I'm already connected.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I do? Share screen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay. Yeah, this is my screen.
Oh boy, look at that. All right, I see it all.
Yeah. So let me move things a little bit. So here, can you see my?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And this is, let me go back here. Yeah, so I used to use Mac, but I told you how I couldn't download the FTP on my computer, so I had to use Cabrillo's desktop. So I'm having a hard time using Windows, but.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
so,
here's my final. You see my final?
Right.
And I open it. Yeah, so I see all the file that you
right. And
transferred
what's
in there.
inside your CSS folder?
Okay, so I already put my stuff in here, but when I click on it, it's
oh
like
no, you didn't put it in there. It's not there. So you need to put your style sheet in there.
Okay, so here it is. So I'm gonna take my style sheets again, and I drag it, and I'm gonna.
No, you need to go. No, well, there's nothing in that folder. You need to go to your other CSS folder and get the styles out of that and put it into that folder that we're looking at now. So
yeah, but this is. Okay, so what I did.
Okay, so here's what you need to hear. Let me walk you through this.
Okay.
So go back up a level to your public HTML.
Okay.
Now so now in this, open up this CSS folder.
I already removed that from here.
Let me see.
Let me
double click on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you say you removed it, you put it on your desktop?
I deleted it.
Do you have copies? You deleted the style of your final project?
No, I have the copy on my
on your desktop. Okay.
Yeah.
So now go to your new CSS folder in your final folder.
Okay.
Go to here. CSS. Yeah. Double click. Now drag those files right into that window.
Okay. Like right here.
Yeah.
And it says server error permission.
Oh, well, the file name does it end with the .css? I can't. Oh, this is that Windows thing where it doesn't show you the file name extensions on the file names.
Yeah, but I can go to property like.
Yeah, you should really have Windows show you file name.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that.
Because otherwise it's confusing because you don't know what the file's really called. Microsoft has gotten as bad as Apple in trying to shield the user from the details.
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft is learning the wrong lessons from Apple.
Yeah. So what the way I know it's interesting. The way I know it's like so when I say so here's my Notepad plus. So when I create a file in here and I save it, if I don't add .css, then it's not gonna have this little icon. The gear icon.
Whatever works for you, but I would recommend just having your Windows system show you file name extensions because it's going to be a constant issue if you can't really see the true name of a file.
Yeah, but like I was doing before, I was thinking it would just be easier to drag a file in here. Like you see,
exactly.
Here's my file, and if I open it, you see I have all the content.
Right. Okay. So can you do that?
Yeah. So I'm taking it and dragging in here, but it doesn't appear. It says permission denied.
It does, huh? Okay. Let's try this then. On the left-hand side of that window. Can you make that window a little bigger? Drag it up to the height a little.
Sure.
Hey, you guys, I have to have a family meeting, so I'm gonna have to log out pretty soon.
Okay, Tony. Well, thank you for coming, and
No problem.
maybe I'll see you tomorrow. And
Yeah.
if not, okay, I will. Okay, then I won't say goodbye yet. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, you
Bye,
guys have a good
Tony.
one.
See you, Tony.
Bye.
Hope you're
Yeah.
all okay.
Okay, so now what you want to do is in that left-hand side of the window, go up a level to your desk, keep going up a level, and so till you get to the desktop, so it shows all the files on your desktop, and then you can just move them over that way. So
Sorry, can you say that again?
yeah, do you see the move up a level icon? Up to the, nope, that's it. Nope, you were there. Down, that's it, right there, stop.
Okay.
Click on that, click on that.
Okay.
Click on that again. Click on it again. Does that go all the way up to your desktop? Click on it again.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no.
No, click on it
I
again.
think that's
Okay, so now go to users.
users. Okay.
Right there, click on that, and then go to, where's your, see, I don't know the Windows structure. In the Mac, it will be under users, and then you'd go to the user's desktop.
Oh, wow.
Windows, how do you get to your desktop?
You just if you open your what's it called, File Explorer. Yeah, click on the let's see, you're sharing your screen. So
Yeah.
am I seeing your toolbar down in the bottom? There's the icon for Edge. See right to the right of that is your
but he
little
needs
icon.
to get there in his
This
FTP
one?
program.
Yeah, click on that.
He needs to get there in his FTP program.
Oh, okay. So is this FTP
But that's where we want to
program?
get to, desktop. See, and so
Right.
Yeah, we want to get somewhere
Yeah.
here, right?
that's exactly where you want to
From
get
there. Yeah.
exactly. So
I never used my desktop to upload.
so go back up to where we were.
Okay.
Go see where it says files right there. Now click to the right, to the right, to the right. Keep going to the right. Stop.
There, drop down menu.
To the left, right there.
Yeah.
Click on that.
Okay.
How do we get to your desktop?
Well, if he goes to C,
Right.
And type.
It should be under your user though.
yeah, I've never done that. I created a
Go to
Cabrillo
users.
folder.
Go to users.
Users. So I have to go back here again. Here, users.
Yeah.
Maybe Windows. Okay.
No,
It
user.
would be users because every user
I mean-
should have their own desktop.
Yeah, I'm in users.
I'll go to public, I guess. I don't know how Windows structures.
Oh, sorry. I
What?
know. I have to go to Cabrillo Student.
Oh, okay. Go to Cabrillo.
Yeah.
There you go. Desktop.
Sorry.
It's under
yeah.
There you go. Okay. So now find the file. Find your CSS file you want to move. Yeah. Go to desktop.
Oh, I have to get. Okay,
Now,
great.
Find the CSS file. Click on it, and then click on the right arrow to move it over.
Okay. This one
Yeah.
and this.
Exactly.
Click on this.
Exactly. That should upload it.
Okay. So here's the thing. You see up
Why
here.
is it not uploading it? What?
You see up here, all the things that I've been uploading, they're listed up here.
Yeah.
And it's you see all the red marks saying server error, permission denied. I wonder if it's because you moved that over there on your computer.
Oh.
And then from here I can't do it anymore.
All right. That's actually, it's very possible because the system, yeah. Okay. So maybe I messed you up. Let me try to undo that.
Okay.
I see now. Actually, can you delete it on your right-hand side? On your right-hand side.
Okay. Let me
go up a level. Can you delete the CSS folder?
The CSS
No,
folder.
in your final. In your final.
Okay, in my final.
Can you delete that folder? Delete it and recreate it.
Okay, delete.
And delete this. Oh, it didn't delete it?
No. Let me delete again.
Oh, so I have to delete it because I created it? Is that
I think
what's going
so.
on?
I think that's what what's going on. Yeah.
Okay, let me
Oh,
go
wow.
back and try to undo what I should not have done.
Okay.
Okay, that is my fault. So let me, now I think I understand. Okay, so I'm in your final folder. Let me, am I in your final folder now? Okay, I'm in your final folder. I'm deleting the CSS folder. And I'm deleting the images folder that I created. You know what? Maybe I should delete the final folder and you should move those files over again.
Yeah, I have all of them on my
Do you have all of
desktop,
them? The final project 2 to 9 and then the index? You have them all?
I have everything here.
Okay, then I'm going to delete that folder. I'm going to delete your final folder, right? Ready?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. Now you can recreate that folder. So now refresh your directory there. Yeah. Now go back into final. Oh, you in final?
No, okay. So if
Yeah,
I
refresh,
go back,
just refresh what you're looking. Yeah, there you go. And now you won't see
so
final.
it's like the beginning, yeah.
So go back into public HTML, go to
my
now
previous
create a
stuff.
new folder, create a new folder called final.
Okay, so just in, hold on. I just have to make a directory, right?
Exactly, yes, you can do it that way.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, call it final. And then make another one called CSS and then make another one called images. And then you should be able to, I'm sorry, it was my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry, I messed you up. I was surprised it even let me create it, but that.
I know you were saying that, yeah. Okay, so inside the final, that's where I'm gonna create the other things, right?
Exactly. So go in there now, create a new images and a new CSS.
Okay, this is my CSS.
Sorry, that was my fault.
And image, no problem. I'm glad we able to figure out.
Yeah, that permissions thing is weird. So, something's wrong with the server. It shouldn't have allowed me to even do that because I'm not you.
Yeah.
Oh, make it images, not image. Images with an S.
Oh, yeah.
You can rename it right there if you.
Yeah.
There you go. And now if you move your style sheet and images and files. Yeah.
So if I
now you should be able to drag and drop.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you should be able to do this now. Sorry about that.
Oh, I think. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now it works. Yeah, that was the only problem now, I guess.
My fault.
No, it's fine. Okay, so I'll just. Oh, wait. Can I just, I think I can select all the pictures.
Yeah, you can do them all at once. Yeah, just, you know.
I can just take.
On the Mac, it's like a command click. What is it on Windows?
Yeah, it's control. You just hold down control.
Yeah, and then you click on the different images and you can put them all at once. You can do them all at once, yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep. Nice.
Like this. All the images I've been using.
And then just drag them in there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just
into the images. Yeah, there you go. Bingo. And don't forget to move your style sheet over as well into your CSS folder.
So I'm gonna go to my CSS and
move your final style sheet over there.
Oh, let me just do this so I can make sure. CSS, and my other one is down here. CSS. Okay, I've got it in there.
Were you able to change the link on your main homepage?
My main home page. No, I haven't done that. I will do that.
Because if you don't do that, you won't be able to get to your final project easily because you'll have to type it.
Let me put on my final projects. Okay, let me select them all too.
Yeah, you need to put all your files in there too. Yeah, the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and
not in images.
Yeah, I should have. Oh, yeah, you're right in the space,
just right in there. Just right in there. Yeah, exactly. Right, you're in your final project folder. Exactly right. And then change that one that's called final project.html to index.html. And then when you make the link from your homepage, just make sure it says index.html. It'll say final / index.html. There you go.
Okay. Alrighty. So now so
not in that one, in your main index. In your main index, your homepage.
Yeah. So now here it is. It's this one. So I guess what am I supposed to do? I'm just supposed to close this and let's see. Because I didn't.
Is that your homework homepage? Your main homepage?
No. This is my. This is the one that I just renamed, but it still has the
That's your
old
homepage.
name.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to change anything in there.
Okay.
That's all good. It's your homepage that's inside your public HTML, your main homework.
This is
that right there.
This is it.
So
yeah.
Scroll down, see where it says final project right there. href equals.
Yeah.
So go back. Yeah, that's going to be final/index.html.
This, yeah.
Yeah. Bingo. Exactly right. And save that, put that in your public HTML, your main public HTML, not your final project public HTML.
Yeah, so I have to go back
go up a level. That's it. Yeah.
I think it's in here.
That index file, you're going to replace it. Yeah, exactly. Overwrite. Now your thing should work. Now, if you go in your web browser and go to your site, let's see how the links work. Everything should work.
Here it is. Let's see.
So,
okay.
Click on that. So that, yep, it works, right? And your images are all showing up. And
oh my goodness! Yeah.
Look at that. It's all working right. Bingo.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's because that's looking for final project instead of index.html.
Right.
So it looks like you. So some of you will have to change some of those links back to your homepage to make them see.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it looks like most of it's going to work.
Yeah, definitely.
So whatever link back to your final project homepage, if you had it linked to final project, it needs to link to index.
Right.
So you can fix those.
Trying to figure this out. Okay. Yeah, because I don't know if I'm supposed to discard all this because the fact that I didn't name my index HTML.
Yeah, that needs to be called index HTML. So you will need to change the links back to that.
So I think I need to download this again.
Yeah, well, you have them on your desktop. So yeah.
But it doesn't have the same name. Or I can just, you think I can just rename the one on my desktop like this one? Because it's the same. So if I rename
you mean your index, you mean your index page.
Yeah.
The problem isn't your index page. Those links are fine. It's the links back to the index page that you need to change. The links from the index page to your other pages, we didn't rename Final Project 2, 3, 4. That's the same. Those links are good.
Yeah,
it's on your other pages like Final Project 2, Final Project 3, Final Project 1.
Oh,
You have to open up each one of those and change the link back to your Final Project homepage. So the link back says to go to finalproject.html. You need to make those links say index.html. So your homepage is fine. You don't, yeah. So for example, you go to finalproject2.html and you change the link back to your homepage. And you do that on each one of those.
Fine. No, this one. Okay. So
you find the link to your home right there. See where it says, that's it. They just change that to index. So you need to do that on each of those pages. That's easy.
Yeah.
And then the links will all work.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So now, okay, so I've changed it, but if I upload, oh yeah, I know.
You have to do it on each one of those, right? And then upload them all and write over the old ones. Yeah, and then all your links will work.
Okay, and then if I go,
go back, reload the page. Is this one you renamed? Okay, reload it. Now try the link after you reload it.
Oh,
exactly. Yeah.
Works.
Okay,
so if I do that to all
for
of
each
them,
one of those, yeah, it's a minor change, but you got to do it on each page.
Okay. Yeah.
But then everything should be correct and working.
Yeah.
So your links already, since your images are all, the paths, the images are all perfect. The style sheet looks like it's working. So all you need to do is change those links, and then I think you're pretty close.
Yeah, I will do that. Okay, so how do I deal with accessibility?
Okay, so did you put a link on the page? Is that what you're asking, how to put the link on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know how to do that.
All right. So
I just borrowed John's. I just copied the one from John's page.
Okay, so yeah, so here's what we'll do.
Okay.
I'm going to stop sharing your screen while you work on your renaming.
Okay.
I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you what to do.
Okay.
So let me go. Oh, actually, Rebecca, you have links, right?
I do.
Well, let's look at what Rebecca did.
Oh no.
Mhm.
I am going to look at her code.
Yeah, by the way, your website is amazing, Rebecca. I was
Oh.
browsing, and it's very cool.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
I had fun mostly.
Yeah, traveling is so much fun.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
It is, and I miss it.
Yeah. Well, we'll soon, hopefully.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Rebecca did it in a longer way than you need to do it. Oh no, you've got it right. Okay, there it is. That's right. There it is, right there. So you see that link?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll put this in a new page so it's easy to read. So I'm going to copy that.
Okay.
What took the time was adding all of the HTML5 stuff, the navs and the footers, because what I did is tried to make each page exactly what it needed to be before I replicated it, and then I forgot about all those.
I'm on your.
So I had to keep copying and pasting.
Look at that. I'm on Daniel's homepage right here. So look, I'll show you exactly what to do.
Okay.
He's helping you. Wait
So,
a minute.
Copy that. I'm just
What
going to.
is that? What is that?
Ampersand NBSP semicolon means non-breaking space. And then there's two spaces.
Oh yeah, I've been
consecutively,
copying this.
which makes the spaces between the links, and they're in a horizontal line. It puts two spaces between the links.
Yeah,
right?
I've been using this to line up my pictures on the same. I don't know if it.
So now here, this would have to change to your URL.
Yeah, we don't want to go to my homepage.
Right, you don't want to check her page, which it would do. So here's what you do. Let me.
What's your number, Daniel?
Yeah, I need to find that out.
Well, my number is 03893.
Wait, say that again. Say it again.
Slower.
Okay, 0389344.
Is that right? 03. Is that the right number of numbers?
I think it needs more digits.
Yeah, but you in front of that you need to put 60. The DMs.
Oh, right. So I think the 60 is here.
Yeah.
60.
60.
I think that's the way. It's a weird system. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you see this line of code right here. See that block of code right there, right? Well, actually, I added the two spaces. So, right, because you already had this, right? So all I did is right after your validator link.
You would
put that at the bottom of each page just like that. But what you would need to change is this for each page. So for your home page, this is the right code.
Mm-hmm.
But then for your other one, I mean, what is it called? Like final project 2, and
so
for some of them, it's going to look like this. So now that would be on the bottom of your final project 2 code, right? And so forth. This would be in the bottom of your home page. So it has to be the URL for each page on that page.
Okay. Let's see. So how? I'm writing this down. I'm putting it in right now.
Well, here, actually, look. If I took that code and I copied it, and I made a new file, and I pasted it there, and I saved this file as oh, there's a problem here. There's an extra space before I do that. Whoa. I don't know where that space came from, but we do not want that space there. That won't work. There we go. Okay. So if I save this, and I'll call it code.html just for fun. Okay. Put it on my desktop. And now I have it, hopefully somewhere I can get to. Where is it? It's on, there it is. Okay, right? See that little block of code?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am going to stop sharing my screen so I can see the chat window. And I am going to paste this
Okay.
into the
That'll
chat
help.
window as a file. If it lets me, hello, that's just slow.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can get it from the chat window.
Okay, I see
And
the
so
chat
just
coming in.
download it, yeah, download it from the chat window, and you can just copy that.
Download, desktop, code, save. Let me find where it went now. Okay,
Put it
here.
on your downloads folder.
Accessibility check. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I
Did you get it?
downloaded it. Actually, it's like I wasn't able. Oh, I wasn't able to see the code.
Well, it's a file. You
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
open it up in your text editor. Open it up in your text editor. It's just a .html file.
No, the way it opens up, it's like.
Yeah, yeah, because it's a .html file. It probably opened up in your browser, but you want to edit it like a text file. So drag it to your text editor, just like any other web.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me go there.
Just open it up with your text editor, not a web browser. And then copy and paste that at the bottom of your page. Oh, I forget. You know what? I didn't put the ampersand.
So it's going to be a separate page in my text editor. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, okay.
Just open it up so you can copy the code. Just copy it. Right.
Sure.
So copy that code and paste it in the bottom of your home page.
Right.
Oh, I forgot to add the ampersand NBSP semicolon twice. So you can just stick that right above it.
Okay.
Just like see how your other ones are in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I'm just gonna paste it here. Okay, and my numbers. Okay, so you said what did you forget?
Oh, I didn't put the 2 spaces, the ampersand NBSP semicolon.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
You can just put those right before it.
Yeah, sure.
So it separates them out from the other links, just like the other ones are.
I did that.
And that one I think says index, so that's your home page. So you put that on your home page.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would take that same block of code and copy and paste it at the bottom of each page, but changing index to the name of the file you're on, right?
Yeah, so so what I was saying is I need to rename this index because on my text editor, it's still named Final Project.
What's named Final Project?
So you see how I changed the name in my.
No, I don't see. Can you share your screen?
Okay. Yeah. Let me go share my screen.
Okay.
So now, what I'm saying.
Now open up your index.html.
Okay.
And just paste that on the bottom of it. So.
I think I need to do this.
Okay.
I need to download this. Oh, what did I do?
Now, you might have an index file that's your main index file, so don't write over that one.
Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Because the way I've been working is like, I have my, let me just do this. Maybe it will fix it. Where is the rename thing? Okay, fine. I'm going to change Final Project to
index.html. But if you already have an index.html that's your main one, it's going to write over that one. So
yeah,
you should just create a folder.
If I create a folder first.
Yeah. So when you do web page work, you're going to have a lot of index.html files, and you can't keep them all directly on your desktop.
Okay.
So create a folder.
Say I put it in image for now.
Oh, I'll put it in fine. Sure. Just keep it off your desktop so you don't wipe out the other one. That's all. So all you need to do is add that code to the bottom of each page and change the file name in that code.
Save. Okay. Because I already saved this, and then I go to my image. Where is it? Oh, it is here.
But did you already paste it in?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, then it should work. So let's go to your web page and try the link. Reload that page and you should see the link. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Click on it. Click on it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh.
Perfect. 0 errors. Perfect. So you just perfect. Perfect. Good job. So you just add that code to the bottom of each of your pages, and change where it says index to final project 2.html, final project 3, and so forth, right? So you see what I mean? So you just need to add that to the bottom of all your pages, and then
Okay.
that's perfect, and that looks good, and also that has 0 errors. So that's what you need to do for the accessibility.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna copy it.
Yeah, it's the code that I just gave you in that text file.
Yeah, and I can just go say here.
And add that
I'm
there.
gonna add it here.
Don't forget the 2 space bars, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna copy this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you see that we're in the URL. Keep going to the right. It's cut off at the right, but open the window a little wider. Open your window a little wider. Right. See where it says index.html right there? That's it, right there. Right over to the right. Right there. Stop.
Oh, yeah.
That has to say which are we on Final Project 2? That has to say Final Project 2.html. And you have to do the same thing for each page, but just so the next one would be Final Project 3. Exactly. 2. Bingo. Save that. You're done. So you need to do that on each page. And then the accessibility checker link will be on each page, and it will work just the way it's supposed to.
Okay. So
Fun,
now I'm gonna take this, throw it in there. All right. Go back.
Now, if you go test that Final Project 2 page, it should work.
Oh, here it is.
Ta-da!
Oh, okay.
0 errors. Good job. Excellent.
Yeah, this is very fun.
So
Okay.
in about 5 minutes, you could probably do all the pages. Yeah.
Maybe more.
That's perfect. And that's it. It's that simple. Yay.
Yeah.
So so your site's looking much better already. It's already working.
And I applied because when I open like my page like this, the text was like going all the way over here, and I applied the contain thing you were explaining to Adam. Yeah, so now it works. It kind of keep my text.
So do you have everything inside a container?
Yeah, so let me show you. I went to, where is my, okay, here for example.
Right, that's it.
I insert my container here.
Perfect. Now let's go to your CSS on the container. Let's go to your CSS file. Yeah, and that's where you have the width on the container, right?
Yeah. I have max width 8.
But it's not centering, huh?
I didn't ask it to center, or it was supposed to just center automatically.
Actually, you have an error, I think. You see where it says margin auto? Is that a semicolon or a colon after auto? I can't read it.
It's a semicolon.
It's semicolon.
Oh, it is. Okay, well, that's correct, but it's not working. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wrote this, but I didn't know why, because I have margin of 15 pixels.
Does your CSS validate?
Yeah. If I go here.
Yeah, let's double check that.
Oh, there are error.
Font weight problem.
Wait.
Auto is not a font weight value. Yeah, line 47. So scroll down to line 47. Let's see. It's not showing. Yeah, font weight has to be like bold or normal.
Oh, I changed this.
If you're trying to make it bold, it should be bold. Otherwise.
No, I wanted to make it not bold. So.
Oh, then normal.
Okay, normal.
But it would be normal by default unless you had already made a change. So, you don't probably need to say normal, but that's okay. It won't hurt. Okay. But anyway, auto has nothing to do with font weight. So that's what it's telling you. Okay. But back to the problem of it not centering, we could try something else to make it center. So if you go back to that div container,
Okay.
but good job. Fix that problem first. That CSS validation.
Yeah.
Did you reload the page? Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Bingo.
Yay.
Yep, I can see
Nice.
you're pretty handy with fixing. Yeah, good job.
It feels good when it,
Yeah,
when it,
doesn't it?
yeah, because if I don't do it right away, I will forget.
No, that's the way I like to work. So now
Yeah.
go back to your CSS. You see back there where it says margin 15 pixels?
Okay, margin
Yeah.
15 pixels.
You
Yeah,
don't
here.
want that. You take that out. You want a margin of 15 pixels on the body maybe, but not on the container.
Okay.
So take that out.
All this or just the 15?
Just no, delete the whole line. Delete the whole line.
Okay.
Now save this and upload the CSS and let's see if it centers.
Okay.
Open up the window.
Oh,
Okay, so it's not centering. Reload the page. It's not centering.
no.
Open it up again. I can't see if it's centering if the window's small. Open
Yeah,
up.
sure. Yeah.
Just widen it a little bit so we can see if it's centering. I can't tell.
Yeah, let me just open it all.
You don't have to make it so huge. Okay, so so now go back to your CSS. We're gonna add another line under container.
Okay. CSS here. Okay.
Yeah.
What line are we gonna add?
Text align center. Text dash align colon center. Yeah. Semicolon. Yeah. Let's see what happens there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Didn't center.
Doesn't do anything.
Can you click on the CSS validation button on this?
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down. I want to make sure it's getting that line. Is in there? Is the text line center line in there?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so now I got to look at your code a little more closely. That should have worked. Let me look at your HTML again to see the structure of the document.
Yeah. My index.
Yeah, any of them. It's going to use the, yeah, whatever one we're looking at. Is this the index file?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Oh no, it's not the index file. It's the final project 2 file.
Okay.
You want me to go to the index file?
Yeah, I want to see. Can you? Okay, so where's the beginning of the container?
I don't have the index file. I don't have the container on the index file. I have the container on my.
Oh, well, it should be on all the pages, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's only going to work. This is only going to work if you have the container. So which page has the container? That's the one we need to be working with.
All the pages except.
There it is. This one has it. I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this the page we're looking at right now? Final Project 2? Okay, so I want to make sure we're on the right page. Okay, now, there's your beginning. Go all the way to the bottom. I want to see the ending of the div. It should be just before the ending of the body. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's here. I ended it here. Maybe that's the problem.
No, the container needs to contain the whole thing. It's a container.
Oh, okay.
That
so
div
I'm gonna
needs to,
cut this.
Yeah, that needs to be at the very end, just before the end body. No, everything's in the container, including the footer.
Okay.
So, exactly. It needs to be there.
Oh, wow.
You know, you don't need your footer inside a div because it's already in footer, so you have an extra, but that's okay. It doesn't matter.
No, and I actually had a question about the footer. It's not working. I don't know.
When you say it's not working, what does that mean? I'm seeing the
okay,
link.
so in my, what?
Well, we saw the links.
Oh, yeah.
Page. What do you mean it's not working?
Oh, maybe the way I'm thinking of a footer, you know, like on a page, like just a plain page, you see a footer, or like if you're typing in Microsoft Word, A footer is like at the bottom of the page. So that's
Well,
how
I see it there at
had
the
it
bottom
in
of the
my mind.
page. I see the validation buttons and the accessibility button. That's your footer.
Okay, so this is, I just have to know that this is in the footer, right?
Yeah, you can style it any way you want, you know.
Yeah, I
But
guess that's my question.
you
Yeah,
want to
it's not
style it to look like
styled.
something, you need to style it. But that's the footer, and
Okay.
it works fine. Now, you
Okay.
don't need it to be inside a div inside the footer. You can get rid of that div.
Where should I put the div then? Because
No,
this div
not
goes
inside.
with my container.
No, not the inside the footer. You don't need a div.
Oh,
It's already in a footer, so you're putting it inside a box inside a box. You know what I mean? It's like you're sending off something in the mail, and you're putting it in a box, and then you're putting it in another box.
Okay.
You don't need to get rid of that div and get rid of the bottom. Yeah, you don't need it because you have a box and get rid of the other one. That one, yeah. You just don't need that.
I understand. Yeah.
You don't need it because it's already in a box. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you just had a double box. Okay, so
Yeah.
now I still want to get back to the centering issue. So now save that and upload your file to change it, and let's reload it again and see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I just did.
Reload doesn't center.
I just reloaded.
Scroll down to the HTML validator. Let's validate the HTML. Okay, and let's validate the CSS. Okay, so now it's all in there, right? So something is stopping it from centering. So I have to look at this. Let's look at your HTML code again.
Yeah, for this page. Okay. Let me make it bigger. So. Yeah. Here's my.
I'm not seeing all.
Index.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, this the page we were looking at. This is the code for the page we're looking at.
Yeah, I want to see the code that has the container. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why it's not centering. Certainly should center.
Maybe it has to do with the CSS.
Yeah, let's look at that again. I don't know why it's not centering. So, what kind of alignments do you have in here? Let's see. Right, down, left. Okay. Let's go back to container.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, so I have this other thing. You see, so my text is aligned left.
That's
so
okay.
I made it.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
I want to go back to container. So it's an ID of container, not a class, right? And you're.
Yeah. Right.
Okay,
yeah,
so let me see the container. I need to see the container section again of your CSS. Okay, that's good. It's an ID. Okay. Max with 800 pixels, margin auto. Okay, so let's add a couple of important statements. The max width is working.
Yeah.
By the way, border 5 pixels, that's not going to do anything. You don't have a border style and a border width. You just have a border width. So, but let's not worry about that right now. So the margin auto, can you put an important statement? So right after the auto, put space.
Like inside this semicolon or after the semicolon?
Inside the semicolon. Space. Exclamation point. And then the word important. P-O-R. Important with an R, yeah. All right.
Important.
Important. And then a semicolon, right? Okay. And try that first, and then we'll put it on the text line center if that doesn't work.
Let's see.
And why are we doing that?
I'm trying to make it center.
Okay.
Yeah, margin auto should center a div block. You don't need to open up any more. We just need to see if it's, just reload the page.
Yeah.
We need the page open where it was so I can see if it's centering. It's too narrow.
Sure, I will. I was trying to get to this page, to this window.
Okay. I thought you'd uploaded already. Okay, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No problem. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now to this window, and then I reload.
There we go.
Oh.
Yay. Now change the window width. Move it in and out to see what happens. It should stay centered. As you move it, it should stay centered. There we go. Now move it out again.
Okay. Yeah, it works.
See, that way it's not all to the left when you have a wide window. So open it up. Let's see the width. Open that up again. I open it up again. I can't see that it's centering.
Oh, the window?
Yeah, there we go. Right. Now, close it slowly.
Okay. Let me...
It should stay centered. Yeah, see how it's staying centered? That's what we're trying to do. See how the container works?
Nice.
So the container centers the whole thing and keeps that width. It doesn't get too wide.
Beautiful.
Like that? Yeah. You should do that on all your pages. So put everything in each page inside that container, and then and it'll just do that.
Yeah.
So just add the div ID equals container right at the beginning of the body, and that div right at the end of the body after the footer. And then
too much information.
But you see what I'm saying? See how that works?
Yeah.
Now you could choose to make it wider. You know, you can make that match. So here's what you go back to your CSS on the container.
Yeah. CSS. Yeah, here.
Right, where we added the important statement, remember? Right there, yeah. See where it says max width 800? Right? You could also say min width, 300 or whatever you want, so that it ranges between the sizes as the window changes, right? You could play with that.
With number later, yeah.
Yeah, so no, it's min dash width, just like the max width, except min width. Exactly. And you can do 300 or 400, so you could play with that and see what you like as you.
Okay, so let me see what this does.
300 might be too small, but we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, let's do 400. Okay, reload it. Okay, yeah, so
open that window up more so we can see it.
Oh, it's just taking time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now as you move it in slowly, make it smaller slowly. Okay, see how it still stays centered? Keep bringing it in slowly. And let's see where the 400 stops. I'm just not. Keep going slowly. And you should watch the text start to reflow.
Yeah, can you see it moving?
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm moving it and
it's just that there's a lag.
Yeah.
But anyway, it looks like it's centering perfectly. It looks like it's working.
It is,
well.
definitely, yeah.
So, but by doing the min width and the max width, you can play with those numbers to get the behavior you want. So, it'll go as wide or as narrow as you put. Yeah. So it's a kind of a nice, once you put everything in a container, you have a lot more control over how you want the layout to work. The container is a nice little trick because now you can style the container. You could give the container a border. You could give the container a different background. You could give the body a background different than the container, you see.
Okay, say for example, I was thinking I wanted to do that. Say I'm going to give this a border. So border.
Right. So are you on the container here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want border dash style and border dash width.
Border dash style first.
Colon. And then if you want a solid line, say solid.
Yeah.
If you want a dotted line, say dotted. If you want a double line, say double, right? So solid is standard. And then border dash width, you know, like a couple
Oh
of
yeah, to determine its width. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to have the border style to tell it what kind of border, and the width tells it how thick to make the border. So if you
True.
say border
Yeah.
width, you know, 2px, then you have a 2 pixel wide border. You can also say border dash color and give it a color.
Yeah. So let me say, because I did that somewhere here for my image, border
Right, there you
style,
go.
border
Right there.
color,
You
border
could
with
change,
6
you could change
pixel.
the border
Okay, I'll
color on
do
the
6.
container as well.
Yeah.
6 is a pretty thick line. Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's the same as my picture.
yeah. Okay. So anyway, there's that,
And
and
color.
then you could say
Border.
border dash color, and then make it whatever color you want.
Mhm.
Give that a try.
Okay.
Now open up the window. Now, okay, see how that works?
I see. Okay.
Now you're actually seeing the size of the container. Now what you can do is you can add padding to the container so that like your name doesn't go right to the left edge, right?
Yeah, because I kind of want this border to be far, like from the.
Yeah, so you can add padding to the container.
Yeah.
Now you can add padding top, right, bottom, left, or just all around once at the same. So you can just say padding colon, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
15 pixels or something, right? You could play with it. And that'll give you 15 pixels of space all around the edges, inside. Or you could say, you know, you could do top, right, bottom, left differently by adding 4 numbers. But yeah,
Yeah,
try that.
different ones, yeah.
Try that, and then you'll get padding. So once you have the container, you have all these options to style the container.
True. True.
Yeah, that gave you a little. Yeah, it's nicer looking. Yeah. So you want to do this, and all you have to do on each page is just put everything in a container, and then the styles are already done. See?
Yeah.
So all you have to do is add that div container to all your pages. That's
yeah.
why
So I need to.
The container is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah. True.
And then
I need to remember. I need to do accessibility on all my pages.
Yeah, you need to do that, and also add
change
the container div. Right.
Yeah.
So now if you make it wider, you'll see how that stays centered.
I mean,
it's just a nicer look than everything to the left.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Now you could also give the box itself, the container, a different background. Right? You could.
What do you say?
You can give the container its own background.
Oh, or if I can make it like a transparent background, but I still need this background to be visible.
You want that visible through the box?
Yeah.
Okay. See, because if you, I'm going to stop sharing your screen for a second.
I can't read the white text on the 3 different colors of background.
Right. So that's why you might want to adjust that.
So when you mentioned putting in a like a half transparent background to the box, then you could pick a darker font to sit on it, and it might be easier to see.
Okay. So do you see what I'm doing here on my screen?
I see.
The white box is my container, right? Yeah. And that has a background of white. And the page has a background image of the bricks. So the container, what I'm saying is the container can have different backgrounds than the big background. And then your text inside the box is more readable. So that's all I'm doing here, you see.
I like that.
So that's the same container idea. So your container can have its own background, image or color, and the body can have its own background, image or color, and then you see what I'm saying?
So for now, if I want to do this, like
so on the container, you can just put background color black or background color white or whatever. If you have white text, you wouldn't want to use a white background.
Let me try this. I see what you're saying, yeah, and I was concerned about having
it's hard to read
my text is it's hard to read, especially in yellow space here.
And what color is your text in there?
White.
It's white.
White, yeah. So you don't want to make a background color white, then you won't have
No,
any.
I'm gonna do black for now.
Yeah.
So
But so
just
you can play
color.
with that. Yeah.
Just color.
No, background dash color.
Oh.
If you say color, it'll change the text color. If you say background color, it'll change the background color. So
Okay.
color is font color, background color is background color. So
Okay. So I'm
color
gonna
is really
say
short
black.
for text color. Yeah. So background dash color on the container, and then just the container's background changes. And then you have basically two backgrounds, right?
Let me see this.
When I read this on my phone,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot read the text even
Right.
with my,
Oh.
even with
I
my
bet-
reading glasses on.
Yeah.
So you have lots of space here on this page. So you can
Yeah.
just boost
I
your
was
font.
actually thinking, yeah, of adding like pictures of works. Yeah, because this is like our family thing, and I mean, we pretty much all make clothes. So I was
Very
gonna
cool.
put like pictures of each of us and their
Mhm.
works that they have produced.
Uh-oh, you didn't change that link yet on the homepage, did you? Oops.
Why?
Okay.
What link?
This one. Wait. Is it just caching the old page? Let me try again.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you did
Yeah,
fix it. I'm
I
sorry.
like this.
I'm sorry. You did fix it. So now, which page was it that you're working on? Is it this one? Yeah.
No, the first. Oh, it's
No,
applying
you've
to
already
all.
got. No, you've got it good. Now you're
Oh, I like
flipping
that.
Mhm.
Now that's a nice effect. You didn't.
Yeah.
You probably weren't. Now watch what happens.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Oh, I
kinda
like the
it.
black box. The black
Yeah,
box. I can
absolutely.
read it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can read it.
it's very good.
Isn't that cool? But there's
Absolutely.
a problem. These should be in the box. They're not in your container.
Yeah, check,
You
check.
have
Go
to
back.
end the
Go,
container after your footer, not before the footer.
yeah, go to back. I'm gonna fix that. Go to
Yeah.
back. But
Which page was it? Oh, and you need to change those links too.
yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
You know.
Yeah, you know, all these things you were
See how they're
telling
in
me,
the box here? See how
I
they're in the
haven't
box
gotten the
here?
chance to fix. So this is the page that we have been working
So
on so far.
this is good. See, now you can read it, and it's
Yeah.
nice. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can decide how you want to do it.
Can I
right,
line up?
You forgot
This
the
is
K
like,
here.
yeah. So this that's my home page.
That one works. You have to change it on the others. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
No, this is perfect. No, this is all right. This page is right.
Yeah. So
This page is right. The other
Yeah.
page, you had
yeah, thank you so much.
You need to have
I
the box
really
include these
the
down
black
here.
box
Yeah.
around behind the text. Yeah.
And so you just need to fix the links because of that. The name of your index page is different. This is great, but now you can read this very easily.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like this
look, I'm-
shirt. Look at that. That's nice.
Oh yeah, that's my brother, and he makes clothes like that.
Well, yeah, he's a good-looking model there. Look at that.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember another question I had. Oh, the site map.
Uh-huh.
So for the site map, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't understand that very well either. I missed some lectures. And
Okay, the sitemap is just a page that links to all your other pages. That's all it is. So,
oh, okay. So it's such an extra page that.
yes, it's an extra page. So, Rebecca, do you have a sitemap? Uh-oh, I can't hear her.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's muted.
I'm
Yes.
muted. Sorry. Yeah, go to my site
So
now.
see how she has a sitemap right here, right?
Okay. Oh
That's the
yeah.
sitemap.
Mhm.
It's just a link to her all the pages on the front of our
Mm.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. It's just a link to other pages.
Okay. Oh, so I'm just in my notepad. I just need to add site map, right, and just upload it to my
Yeah, it's another web page.
final.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
oh,
Call it
okay.
sitemap.html. And it's
just
just
link
another page.
all my pages to it.
Yeah, it's just a page of links to your other pages. And you
Okay.
can put a picture on it if you want, and you can
Yeah.
center it, and, but yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
So Rebecca, you could easily add a container and do kind of what we were doing with Daniels, where you have that.
Yeah, I did that while you were doing it. And what it did, if you go to my homepage, is because it's only on the homepage. So now
Oh, you mean the homepage of your final?
yeah. So now instead of all of the, if you maximize the window,
It's
initially.
still, I don't think so. You didn't. No, it's still getting really wide.
Oh, no, I didn't do that. I only put the container only holds the links to my.
Oh, no, the whole idea of the container is it's the entire page. Now you can have sub-containers too. You can do it that way. But the idea of the container is to limit the width on the whole page. But it's not. It's getting really wide, see? See, that's just too wide for the text to read. Anyway, give it a try.
Oh, wow.
Oops, there's my mail. All right, so this is good. This is good. Daniel, I think you're on the road here. I think you're on the road to a good website.
Yeah, I've made a lot of progress in the just the last hour.
So now you understand.
Yeah.
So now you understand how to put the accessibility links on the page, how to put the container on the page, and how to style the container. So you already have now the building blocks. All you need to do now is just change each page to have the container and the accessibility link, and and then fix the links back to the home page on each page.
Yeah,
and you're pretty close.
Yeah,
I think you're pretty darn close.
Yeah, thank you so much. Another question I had is on if you go to my index page, my final home page. I was wondering if there is a way to you see like the back at the beginning there.
Yeah, you forgot the K. Yeah.
The
Oh, I thought I think
no.
It's the name of his company.
Yeah, that's the name of the company.
Oh, I thought you were trying to do a back to page kind of link. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's BAC. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like you're trying to say, it's a backlink.
Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm trying to solve that confusion because I want to make it appear in a certain way. So, like, is there a way to, I think this has to do with decoration. I'm thinking of like having a border around the text, like beside just the shadow that I put.
You mean this here? What do you mean?
For example, that.
This text.
Yeah, like a border around the letters.
Yeah. Put it in a box and give the box a border. Put it in a div box and then give that div a border. And then you can give that div some padding and you can change the border color just like you did with the div container. Same thing. No, you're talking about a small container instead of a big container.
Yeah, I mean, like individually, like I'm thinking of like the border around the letters.
Oh, you can do that too.
How?
Put each letter in a div box.
Oh.
Really? Yeah, here, let me, where's my brackets?
In my, let's see.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Okay. Yeah, and another thing, I think it has to do with my font because when I open my site on a Mac computer, the font changes, and on my Windows, the font is different.
So you're using a font that's not a standard font that's not in your system.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, there we go. So yeah, you've got B, right?
Yes.
Here, I'll put A down here, and you got C, right? So B, div. Let's call this, we'll create a class. We're not going to use an ID because you can only use the same ID once on a page. So because you're going to use this class on each letter, we'll call it we'll make a class called letterbox.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. and the B is inside the div, right? So all we're doing is, so here, copy that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, A, C. Now you're gonna have a couple of problems with this. Number one, divs are gonna stack vertically. So you're gonna have BAC vertically, but you want the BAC to be horizontal the way they are as a word.
Yeah.
So we'll have to adjust the div class to do that. But in the HTML, this is all you do, right? That's all you do in the HTML,
In
right?
HTML. Okay.
Now in the CSS, you say,
so I have to, sorry, I have to get rid of my H1. Okay. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
yeah. In your CSS, the first thing you're going to do is say you want the divs to not stack vertically. You want them to be horizontal. So you need to do a display property, display colon inline. And that will make the divs go in a line instead of being vertical. So that restores that
Display
horizontal nature of the B, the A, the C. And then you can say something like, oh, padding, you know, I'm just going to make some stuff up here. You can decide how much padding you want. Maybe you don't want a whole lot. I'll say 5px. I don't know. You can play with that. You want a border, you want a box, so you want a border, right?
Yeah.
So again, border style. You want a solid line. Oh, border. So you probably want a solid line. So you say solid, I assume. Border width.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Border width, I'm just going to say 1 pixel, but you can, you know, 1px. You can give the box a background color of white or black, right? I don't know. Dash color white. I mean, I'm just, you know. So play with that. So in your HTML, you do this. You're basically taking each letter and sticking it in a box. And here you're saying what the box looks like. So here you're saying these 3 boxes are going to be in the same line horizontally. You're going to have some space inside the box. You're going to have a border on the box, and the background color of the box is white. You can,
yeah.
So you can, or however you want to do this. But that's
Yeah, I've done that.
how you can do putting the B and the A and the C each in a little box. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've already done that in
oh, well, you know what? I'm sorry. I said this is a class, not an ID. So my mistake. That's a dot. Sorry.
Oh, it's supposed to be a dot? Okay.
Yeah, because it's a class, not an ID. Yeah. So the class means dot. Sorry, my mistake there.
Yeah, thanks for remembering.
So give that a try.
Okay, display.
Inline. If you don't do that, then the B, the A, and the C will be in one long vertical line. Because div blocks are always on top of each other, right? They stack.
Okay, and padding is what attaches it to.
Padding is the space inside the box. Padding is the space inside the box between the letters and the border of the box.
Oh, okay.
So otherwise, with no padding, the letters would touch the edges of the box.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You can decide how you want it to look. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious to see if this will look what I had in, like, close to what I had in mind.
Well, one way to find out.
Yeah. I'm almost done. Okay. Border width. And with 1 pixel for now, and background color. Okay. Let's say blue for now, or yellow. Because white may not be very visible there.
Well, you've got red letters, so
okay. It's
red on blue would not look good. Unless it was a very light blue.
Okay. And I'm gonna close this. Okay, little box. Okay. I'll upload this. All right, and my HTML. Index. Okay. Now,
How's it look?
let me go back to my home page now. Oh, okay. Can you see it? Oh.
Oh no, something's not working. What's wrong? Okay.
Yeah,
So
and maybe that has to do with my.
Let me look at what you've done here.
Yeah.
Let me look at what you've done.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at my
so
phone
where's your A,
to
B,
see
and
how it
C?
looks
Where
on
is
there.
that? Where is that?
You see? Can you see my HTML?
I'm looking. I don't. Where are those letters at? Where's your div boxes?
Right under body.
Okay,
Go to the top.
that looks right.
Mm-hmm.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
on my page here, on my desktop is horizontal.
So the problem is the CSS.
The CSS.
Oh, you still didn't fix that. You need to fix that.
What? Oh.
Well, this all looks right. Oh, wait, dot. That's right. I don't know what. This is not working right.
I know why. I haven't changed my my link, I think.
No, let's see. Index. Let me try this again. Oh, there we go. Now it's.
Oh, that's how it looks.
Oh, what happened to the in? Yeah. Okay. Is that kind of what you wanted?
No.
Oh, well, I thought you wanted each letter in a box. That's okay. Each letter in a box. That's not what you wanted.
No, I wanted it like.
Oh, that's each letter in a box. That's what you said you wanted. So it's working. That's exactly the way I thought it would look.
Yeah, yeah, that worked perfectly like we did it. But what I was thinking of, okay, so can you see like, this is Trump. Okay, can you see figure? You see figure?
Yeah.
You see how red is around each letter?
I don't, but you said you wanted each letter in a box.
What I was thinking, like, it's like, you see how talking, it's yellow, but each letter is surrounded by red.
Okay.
Red color.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I was asking if it's possible to do.
Oh, I thought you, okay.
I'm sorry.
You said you wanted each letter in a box.
Yeah, I didn't clarify.
Oh, okay. Well, I showed you how to put each letter in a box, but that's not what you want.
Yeah, but I'm glad I get to know how to do that too. Because
okay, so now what you want to do then is you want a background. Okay, so there's two things you can do. Do you have Photoshop?
Oh no.
So in Photoshop, you can do like a drop shadow of red for each letter and save that as a graphic. Or in your CSS, you could put a background color of red on the letters, but that's more of a Photoshop effect.
Okay.
Now you can do a CSS drop shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the shadow property. Here, let me. Can you see my?
I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do have to end. I apologize, but bye, Rebecca.
Keep going, Daniel. You'll get there. It looks great.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for being patient with me. Yeah.
No, I'm learning a lot already.
Oh,
so
great.
I've made small adjustments to my site while you guys were exploring. So
Oh,
thank you.
wonderful. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so is this kind of what you're talking, like here the background's kind of blue, right? With white
Yeah.
text. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, something like that, sir. But
Okay.
but kind of solid instead of like blurry a little bit.
Well,
But even that was good. Even that is good.
yes, so there's this different effects here. See what you're looking at? So you're looking more like this maybe?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is go to W3 Schools. I did a search on CSS drop shadow. So do a CSS drop shadow search. And the first link that comes up is this Shadow Effects W3 Schools.
Let's see that.
This is called the box shadow property.
Okay, drop shadow. Okay, yeah, W3 school.
Yeah, so is this the page? So here it shows you the code to do your different effects. Very easy, very simple.
Yeah, I see text shadow.
Play with it. Yeah, play with it.
Oh, I use text shadow.
Yeah.
Okay, but here it actually shows me how it may look like. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
See?
Okay, say for example.
So the 2px is how far it moves over to the left, how far it moves down, and what color. Very simple. Very simple.
Oh, I see what I need.
Okay. Maybe that's what you want to do.
Absolutely. And I just saw exactly what I. Okay, so if I copy this code, am I allowed to do that?
Sure, absolutely. But instead of H1, it would be applied to those letters. So whatever, so you might have to put the letters in a div box and give the div a class and then apply the class to that. You know what I'm saying? In other words, because if you just say H1, then all your headlines will be like that, right? If you said paragraph, all your paragraphs will be like that.
Right.
So if you just want to select certain text, you can put them inside of something. Actually, you can put them in a span or a div and then apply the style to the span or the div. Yeah.
Okay, but this text is supposed to first be in my style CSS.
So where is your HTML in that page? Oh, there. That's cute. I see. Now you know how to put letters in a box.
Yeah, I really value that. Yeah, I mean.
But that's not what you wanted to do.
It's just different. Yeah, different from what I wanted to do, but I know how to do that now.
But here, where's your BAC? See, you need to be able to just select these for styling. So you could put the BAC inside of a oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wait.
Okay, so what if I say if I call it something.
So here you here's what you want to do. So how about div class equals shadow or something, I don't know. Okay. And then it's BAC. Forget that. There you go. And now you would apply that to your shadow class. I'm sorry, shadow. And so that code that we were looking at before, this here, right?
Yeah. It's I was looking. No, can you scroll up? Good. Oh, okay. So I have
basically what you want to do is do something like that.
Yeah, 003. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you just have to put this in a box and then apply the class to that box. So there you go. Something like that.
Let's see. Okay, so I have it in the class. And now I'm going to my Okay, I'm gonna create the dot that's called shadow. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the letter for that.
Now, because this is a div, it's going to be on its own line, the BAC. Is that
Yes.
okay? That's on its own line, or did you want more stuff next to it?
No, I just want it on its own line.
Oh, then you can make it a div. If you make it a span instead of a div, then you can have more text after it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's what span does. Yeah, but I don't need to do
Okay,
that.
so a div just makes its own line.
Okay, so
And then
now
yeah.
I've done this. So let me go to my CSS and upload this. Okay, and go to my HTML. I have my div and everything looks good. Okay. All right. Okay. And now reload. Oh, okay. Looks good. I'm just gonna increase
There it
the
is. There it is.
size
Yeah.
and things.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you can change these numbers. You can
Mhm.
change the color, right? You know, so
Mm-hmm.
there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Is that more
Mhm.
like what you were trying to
Yeah.
do? There you
Yeah,
go.
true. That. Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Wow. Thank you so much. This is like, okay, I'm gonna keep working on this and fix all the things that I'm supposed to fix. And so in the end, like after everything is done, you think, because I know to have these websites actually working, I'm gonna need like a domain name and things like that, right? And to probably be paying every month or something.
Yeah, if you were going to get your own hosting, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the
But
cost would be you'd register your own domain name. You would decide on what that is. You register that, and that's going to cost you about $11 a year.
Yeah,
Right?
I bought a domain
host.
name once, and I lost it because I never used it.
Then you need a hosting service, and that'll cost you $5 or $10 a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, you could go with GoDaddy or Bluehost. You know, one of those. I prefer Bluehost over GoDaddy, but there's so many places.
I'll keep that in mind. Yeah.
And usually, if you get a new hosting account, you can get a free year of your first domain name registration. So you can do everything with, let's say, Bluehost. So you say, I want a website. I have one domain name I want to register, and you do it all through them, and then you usually get the first year of your domain name free. So you could shop around for domain hosting.
Okay. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, so once I have that, because I know we are working on this and uploading everything to
well, then when you get your new account,
right,
when you get your new account, you would just upload them to your new account the same way.
Oh, the same way.
With FTP. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, okay. So I would like to do a lot of things with a website, because I would like to have a website, because our family business is like, all my siblings are in the Congo, and this is oriented towards there. So, and our goal is to use the talents that we have to make money and to help people.
Good idea.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, to get in order to give again.
So have you thought of doing a WordPress site? That's another option.
WordPress site. No, I haven't thought about that.
WordPress is another way. It's an easy way to make a website. And you might want to take the WordPress class in the fall. It's an 8-week, so it's a half semester. It's only 8 weeks. It's the first half of the fall semester. So it's just the first 8 weeks. Is, you know, so it's like you know, September and October. And it's online. I teach the WordPress class, and it's a since you already know HTML, it would actually be pretty easy.
Yeah. So, and I think because I'm graduating this time, I'm graduating.
Oh, congratulations! Hey.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, but I still can take a class if I want, right?
Absolutely, you can do
Yeah.
that.
And actually another thing, I'm getting married too. So a lot of things going
Congratulations.
on.
Wow. All right. It's
Thank
just a
you.
tough time to get married. You can't have a big wedding.
I know it's crazy. And my fiance and I, both of our parents cannot come. So it's
Oh, yeah, that's
crazy.
a terrible situation right now.
Yeah, it is. So we're just gonna share the video and the pictures afterwards.
You can have a Zoom
But
wedding.
yeah, or a Zoom wedding.
You
Yeah,
could.
that would be pretty interesting.
You could.
Yeah.
That's what people are doing.
Yeah, we could, but the place where our wedding will be, there is no good signal. So
Oh,
we're
yeah,
just
that's not
gonna
going to work.
record a video and take pictures.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically the idea of the website I have is like I want a website where we can be posting the things that we do.
Mm-hmm.
Say if I do a painting and I say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so this painting is worth this much, and here's what you pay for this painting is going to do. So your money you're going to buy this painting is going to help this family, or it's going to help these kids in school, and
Uh-huh.
we put all that information. So you buy the painting, and then we're going to update. So we're going to post. I want to go back to the websites and post again, like sold, show the painting that it's sold, and also show a picture or, you know, some information. It's like, and this is what the money you gave did. Basically, it's a way of encouraging people and to show clearly what you do and where your money goes to help. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it
Yes,
makes
it's like I want a website that will be able to do all those kind of things.
you can do. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to sell things, then you have a couple of options.
Oh yeah, that sounds more
Like using
commercial website.
PayPal is a really easy way to do it.
What?
PayPal.
Oh, PayPal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They make it pretty easy.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that's another that's another layer of stuff.
Okay. So when you say PayPal, it means like PayPal can be linked to my website, or
Absolutely. Yeah.
or I have to.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There are different ways to do stores online.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I have to go right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No. But can you make tomorrow's session?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, why don't you finish up your final project? You're actually pretty close.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And we can talk more in tomorrow's session. Okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So clean up those links.
I will. Yeah, I hope I remember everything. Yeah.
Yes, all your links. Well, I'll upload this video tonight so you could double check it if you need to look at it again.
That will be very helpful.
This is all on the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. I'll see you tomorrow.
Great. See you. Thank you.